There's a push to rename Delmar Boulevard in honor of victims of police violence, and it's getting attention from elected leaders in St. Louis. Our Brandon Morano spoke with the group behind the movement and has more now from University City.
A group of activists, community members, ministers, and city aldermen want to rename the Delmar Boulevard into the George Floyd Divide, saying that this street has been the representation of the socioeconomic and racial difference between the north and south parts of the city for too long. It's known by many as the Delmar Divide.
It's time to show us something, not in words, but actions.
Now a group wants the road renamed after George Floyd and say that's just the first step.
We'll be calling for other major avenues to be named after victims of police violence, including West Florissant to be named after Mike Brown.
The group says the name change will be brought to the St. Louis Board of Aldermen by two different members, Jesse Todd of the 18th Ward and Megan Green of the 15th, who both support the change. People against renaming the street say the name itself doesn't represent anything racist.
I have heard people say that there's no reason for Delmar Boulevard to be renamed. We need to be aware that this issue started with the name of Sergeant Mike King Drive.
Green Party member Don Fritz is talking about the street that intersects Delmar Boulevard in front of University City Hall, named after Sergeant Mike King after he was killed in the line of duty.
If you can name a street after a cop who gets killed by a civilian, why can you not name a street after a civilian who gets named by a cop?
And by renaming the street after George Floyd, a local minister hopes it will answer his prayer to end the Delmar Divide.
Show us something in good faith. Give us an olive branch. Show us that you ain't just talking. Show us that this is what you mean.
The group tells me they're also planning to ask University City government officials to request that the county change the name as well, since Delmar Boulevard does stretch into St. Louis County. In University City, Brandon Morano, 5 on your side.